Welcome to our deep dive into crucial conversations. Today, we're tackling Chapter 1, What's a Crucial Conversation, and Who Cares? Alex, the title alone made me chuckle. I mean, who cares, right? But it turns out everyone should care because these conversations happen to all of us. When people first hear crucial conversation, they might picture world leaders debating high-stakes treaties. But, as the authors point out, crucial conversations aren't just for presidents and CEOs. They're the everyday discussions that reshape your life.
Exactly. A crucial conversation can be any moment when opinions differ, the stakes are high, and emotions are running strong. Think about it. You asking your boss for a promotion or discussing a sensitive issue with your spouse, those are classic crucial conversations. The book actually defines a crucial conversation as a discussion between two or more people in which they hold one, opposing opinions about a two, high-stakes issue, and three, emotions run strong. It's not just big workplace decisions. It could be telling a friend you're worried about their drinking or asking a roommate to clean up. These moments feel loaded because the outcome could seriously impact your relationship or an important result.
I love the examples they gave. One minute you're in a casual neighborhood party, and the next you're in a heated spat with your neighbor because he smelled ginger in your cooking and claims it makes his ears sweat. It escalates until he's threatening a culinary assault lawsuit over your stir-fry. I was both laughing and cringing at that story. It shows how even something trivial, like a cooking smell, can blow up into a crucial conversation if you're not careful.
Right. What makes these conversations crucial and not just annoying or frustrating is that the outcome can have a huge impact on your life. If it goes poorly, a once friendly neighbor might become an enemy. Or consider a spouse accusing you of flirting at a party. Handled badly, that chat could really damage trust. So the stakes in these small moments are actually very high. That's why the authors say we all should care about crucial conversations. They're the iceberg under so many life problems. In fact, at the heart of most chronic relationship or team issues are conversations that either never happened or didn't go well.
Exactly. And here's a huge insight. The longer we avoid addressing a tough issue, the worse things get. The book talks about lag time, the delay between when you feel something's wrong and when you actually talk about it. The longer that lag, the more toxic emotions and resentment build up. It's so true. They even claim you can measure the health of a relationship by how quickly problems are brought up and resolved. Short lag time usually means high trust and openness. Long lag time means issues fester, leading to gossip, resentment, elephants in the room, you name it.
That line hit me. You're not arguing about the problem. The real damage is happening in the silence in between. So, Chapter 1 really sets the stage. Crucial conversations are everywhere, and avoiding them is costly. They say, when faced with a tough conversation, we generally have three choices: avoid it, handle it poorly, or handle it well. And naturally, we all think we'll handle it well. I mean, who wouldn't pick the do it well and resolve it option?
If only it were that easy. The authors admit that often when it matters most, we do our worst. Isn't that a kicker? I underline that. The sad irony of crucial conversations is that when it matters most, we tend to do our worst. Why is that? Because these situations trigger our natural fight or flight instincts. Our adrenaline kicks in, our reasoning brain shuts down, and suddenly we're either yelling, crying, or totally shutting down. Basically, anything but a calm, reasoned dialogue.
So true. One moment you're a rational adult, the next you're reacting with the emotional finesse of, well, a rodent, as the book humorously says. It describes how our body dumps adrenaline when we feel attacked, which preps us to hit or run, not to listen and speak respectfully. No wonder we often blurt out something hurtful or go silent. My favorite humorous insight was, what part of my brain was I thinking with? Clearly not the smart part.
Been there, done that. So, Chapter 1 isn't just gloom and doom, though. It's motivating. It says, look, if you can learn to handle crucial conversations well, you can solve almost any problem, at work, at home, wherever. The author spent decades researching what people who handle these moments right actually do. And the encouraging news is that these skills are learnable. We're not doomed to our fight or flight brains forever.
That's a relief. They also tease a concept called the fool's choice, which is the false dilemma we often feel in tough talks. Like, either I tell the truth and wreck the friendship, or I stay silent to keep the peace. In reality, there's usually a way to be honest and respectful, to speak the truth and keep a friend. We'll see later how the book helps us bust that false either-or thinking.
One more thing I found eye-opening. If we don't talk it out, we act it out. Avoiding the conversation doesn't mean the issue magically disappears. Instead, your frustration leaks out in other ways. Snarky remarks, cold shoulders, passive-aggressive behavior. For example, one person in the book found out his partner left him via a Post-it note because they've been avoiding hard discussions. Yikes.
Wow. So essentially, talk it out or act it out. And acting it out tends to worsen the very problem you're upset about. I've totally seen that. I once avoided telling a coworker I was annoyed he was always late on projects. I stayed silent, but guess what? I started being less cooperative with him, which hurt our results. I was acting out my grudge. In the end, my silence did more damage than a candid talk might have.
Same here. The big takeaway from Chapter 1 is that awareness is step 1, recognizing when you're in a crucial conversation or avoiding one. These moments matter. They're make or break for relationships and success, and we can learn to handle them better. The rest of the book basically says, don't panic, we'll teach you how to do this right. By the end of Chapter 1, I was totally on board. I cared about crucial conversations, and I was eager to learn how not to screw them up.
Me too. Chapter 1 ends with setting a hopeful tone. It promises that with the right skills, we can face these conversations head on and actually strengthen our relationships through them. So, to anyone thinking, who cares, the answer is, you should, because handling these moments well can change your life. And hey, that's what we'll explore in the coming chapters.
Stay with us, because next we're moving to Chapter 2, where we'll uncover the power of dialogue, essentially what to do so that even if opinions clash, nobody has to get hurt. Let's keep this conversation going.